Und damit willkommen zurück zu The Great Ace Attorney Adventure Chronicles, meine Lieben. Wir sind hier stehen geblieben bei den beiden ihrer Aussage. Ich war im letzten Mal ganz schön deprimiert davon, von dem Vorbild. Dementsprechend geht's doch mal los. Ich würde sagen, da schon viel drin sein. How can you say that for the curtain? A very good question, eine sehr gute Frage. Yeah. And the answer is this. It has the noble founding principle of the force riding on it as a reminder to all us policemen of our snow duty. Yeah, the duty. He showed us that before, didn't he? Did he? I can't say I remember. Ich kann nicht sagen, dass ich mich erinnere. To patrol the streets of London Town. Also auf der Patrouille von der London Street of and that is why can we stand here today beside my long suffering wife and tell you our Pope is good for the world of what I will be my tired eyes admittedly so. Oh, you are so many. Of course, I am, my darling Patricia. Oh, Pat, oh, Rolly. Ja, diesen nennenswerten Gesichtsausdruck habe ich auch immer drauf, muss man fairerweise sagen. Muss man fairerweise sagen. No, none of this is what I meant. Das ist nicht das, was ich meinte. I mean, how can you say for certain that this case has nothing to do with Mr. and Mrs. Cigarette debt? Ah, I see. So, you should have said so earlier. Hättet ihr früher sagen sollen. Yes, well, so cold you answered the question. That was the west of Tanzan. Absolutely, I will answer it of the fullest of my ability, so there's a surprising reason why Mr. and Mrs. Garrett domestic dispute can't be related to this case. But before I get into that, just one thing. Seine Sache, bevor ich da reingehe, yes. I'd very much like you and all your countrymen to understand the great British institution of Scotland Yard. So I hope you'll take back some taste of us London boobies and how we uphold your guiding principles, eure typischen Prinzipien. I wasn't planning on going back just yet. Was ich plane jetzt nicht, dass ich wieder zurückgehe. I've only just arrived here. So that the answer would be heavy to lend you my warrant for your perusal. Also für your Personal. But I must warn you, you won't be able to get through it without shedding a few tears. Thank you, I'll try. Ich werde es versuchen. Auch noch jemand? Ich weiß es nicht. Wolf. Karte. Warum man die auch immer überreichen sollte, aber okay. Muss man wirklich sagen. By which you mean they don't open fully, is that correct? Dass mir das nicht öffnen sollte, yes. They're just there to allow a bit of air through the hose. You see, they're restricted as to how much they open, and there anything thrown out of the window from inside the room. Also kann man das von innen öffnen, das Fenster. Old simple strike the pane and falls read directly below for clarity love me to mark the map. Also here is the location where objects would have fun. Yes, directly opposite the sense of crime on the other side of the razor wide road. Would it been have so hard for somebody to mention the top hanging basement thing before? Well, I have another question for you, Constable. And what will it be, sir? How do you even know? Woher weißt du das? Woher wisst ihr das alles? Why won't you have any idea what sort of windows Mr. and Mrs. Garrett's house is furnished with? Well, sir, that's very simple. You see, I helped with the investigation yesterday.
Excuse me.
Do you have something to edit, Miss Beate? Oh, sorry. You look well delighted. Is there some particular reasons? Or is it? I was just remembering, that's all. We're really lucky. We are so really lucky. What did you mean? Well, of course I feel terrible for the poor woman who was attacked. Don't misunderstand me, please. But we were just so lucky it didn't happen on rolly speed. It was so close, you see. Oh, I hadn't realized. Oh yes, that street clear road. That's the boundary between rolly speed and the next one. Isn't that right, my love? Richtig, mein Lieber. Constable Beate. Oh, yes, that's right. That's the reason why I was helping out of the interviewing the occupants of the Garrett's household yesterday. Their house is only my beat, you see. That's really cutting it close. Constable, I wonder if you could clarify something. If the Garrett household is on your beat, does that mean the pavement next to it as well? Outside Mr. Garrett's house. Yes, ma'am. The pavement on the side of this road is part of my beat. I see, I was unaware of that. I just think if the woman had been taken just on the other side of Bria Road, you would never have been able to go for that meal to celebrate our wedding anniversary. But that's the life of a movie after all. Extraordinary people, our movies. Tireless working for the benefit of all of us. Do you know what I think? I think it was the good Lord's way of for this hard work. Oh my. Don't you think so, my darling? Denkst du nicht auch so, mein Liebling? Must be it. That, my love, that must be it. I think we should make sure we have that information official on recording. Leave it to me, Naruto. I'll take care of it immediately. In case the information has been updated in the chat room. Oh man. My oh my. Da kann man von da noch alles rauskriegen werden. Haftbefehl mal. Adoptionsbericht wurde erneuert. Mal schauen, was noch so kommt. But according to my notes, also so das hier ist, the sun had go down already and it was dark. Oh, but Rolly and I were rolling along, gazing at the night sky and looking for our lucky star. Also quasi in den Abendhimmel reingeschaut und für unseren Glücksstern. Sorry. That was it will guide us to eternal happiness. Can it guide that answers the question? If a flaming book and had cut across the sky in front of us. If worlds have lit up like a shooting star, and if I'd seen a shooting star, I would have made wish up open. Literally be an inspector. I would have said 3 times at last. Of course, but with the smoke and everything, he couldn't actually see any stars. In short, are you trying to say that neither a book nor a knife crossed the sky before? Yes, that's correct, sir. As sure as the night sky in London is starless, sir. Candidly, it seems like they're telling the truth. Then we saw a woman fall to the ground, so we ran straight over to help her. Dann haben wir diese Frau gesehen, wie sie dann umgefallen ist und rannten zur Hilfe. Oh Mann, oh Mann, oh Mann. Na, wieder sehr viel Text vorlesen. Yes, you said that you went to a nearby police box to fetch another officer. Is that right? That's right. Yes, if it had been on Rolly's speed, I would have known exactly where I was going, of course. Don't feel bad, my love. Fühl dich nicht schlecht, meine Liebe. You can't be expected to know the location of every police box on every beat. So really told me that way. Only I thought I got a little lost on the way. My darling, that's why I love you. Your terrible sense of direction is a bit bewitching to me. It zaubert mich. Oh, Rolly. Oh my god. Oh, please. So I suppose I was gone for 15 minutes, as it was 15 Minuten, but like I said, my Rolly was at the tent the whole time, making sure nothing was disrupted. I was duty at the time, of course. But our true Bobby is never really off duty, so... Ja, man, irgendwas stimmt aber den beiden wiederum nicht. Nothing to report. That's correct. This is correct. I had saw my eyes wide open the entire time. Never looked away for a second. No one else appropriate sense, and nothing was removed from it. Ich kann schwören, dass unser Jahr Zauber sah. Really, wirklich? Das seems a little strange, das ist ein bisschen seltsam. Bitte um Verzeihung. Verrückt. Was seltsam. Seems all together regular to me. This is one copy of the line sprite was originally in the garage household. So the question remains, also die Frage ist, wie kam das in den Weg, in der Hand des Opfers oder in die Hände des Opfers? Can you shed any light on that scene? As you were at the sense of the crime the entire time? How could it be a different copy, sir? One that had just happened to burn as well. Even if that were possible, why would the victim have been grabbing a book like that in her? Warum sollte das Opfer dann so ein Buch in ihre Hand damit wir in ihre Hand greifen? We can see from the photographic print. Oh my. Is the head a back over her throat? That book was in the lady hand from the moment we arrived. Zu sehen, dass das die ganze Zeit in ihrer Hand, wie wir hingekommen sind. That's so. There's something about his statement, nothing that's not sitting right with me. The two mysteries of that, how that knife ended up in her bag, how that ended up in your hand. There must be some coincidence between. Can I ask you something, please, Mr. Lawyer, sir? Yes, of course. What is? You're adopting us, aren't you? I can tell. What I was ich weiß nicht wirklich. I mean, what's she doing? Please, just because I'm a woman. Ich bin nur eine Frau. That doesn't make in my testimony unless available. You may just see me as the wife of a policeman, but I'm a woman of my word. I am. Sie gefällt mir als eine Frau von einem Polizisten, aber ich bin eine Frau meines Wortes. I really don't remember every suggesting that I adopt you. No excuses, I don't want. My voice will be heard. Meine Stimme soll gehört werden. My lord, you let me speak, won't you? Yes, Mr. Beate, I will allow you to submit your testimony if you disagree. And since the path of least resistance is stage 1. That was a very loud motor. I hear it said the Japanese man thinks a police voice. What counts for nothing to see? Well, watch out, sir. I might let you get away with something like that, but I really won't. Do you know that? Oh, zur Kenntnis genommen. Okay, Miss Beate, please, I humbly ask you to continue. What could she possibly be but to say I wonder? Aye, oh my. Ich muss mal schauen. Okay, I know what I saw. My eyes never let me down. My sense of direction is a little of something smooth. Miss Beate, nobody is questioning what are you told us. I saw it. I did that evening. I saw it clearly. Ich sah das wirklich. The little Eastern Man with the whiskers. Ach, muss ich da jetzt an Whisky, nicht nur an Whisky, sondern an Whiskers auch noch gleich denken. Ich weiß zwar nicht, was Whiskers und Whisky damit zu tun haben, aber okay. And the funny curved back slinking away from the sense. Ah. And I know what I didn't see was, well, I didn't see any flaming books or knives flying. Ich habe weder brennende Bücher noch fliegende Messer im Himmel gesehen. Alles klar, muss man wirklich sagen. You also mentioned something about having a poor sense of direction. Oh yes, well, that's a little impressive, really. I am always ending up at the wrong place. I have made a arrange to meet Brody. He gets ever cross. Hat er jetzt damit schon wieder zu tun? Constable Beate, is there a problem? No, so no problems are. Did your advisory make just now bring something to mind, perhaps? Oh, well, in a way, so yes. I was just remembering. Da bekam ich selbst jetzt im Hirn zu stottern. Aber das für mich keinen nennenswerten Sinn ergeben hat. Das Wort gerade hier, also dementsprechend remembering. Schon sehr seltsam, wie man teilweise stolpern kann beim Vorlesen. That the same thing happened this evening is all. You mean Miss Beate lost her way? Also, ihr meint, Frau Beate hat den Weg verloren und the night of the incident, den Weg vom Vorfall. Well, you see, I sent her off the find a police box in the next beat. Nächsten Gebiet. Schlange. Nächste Schlange, also ich meine, I have problems in my mind, but he must go a fair bit longer than what I was expecting. I showed feedback inside 10 minutes, but my darling was gone a good 15. Really, you are such a tease, but the reason I was so long was because of the bouquet. Really, the bouquet. Sorry, what bouquet are you talking? Wieder mal wirklich ernsthaft nennenswert wissen. Was überhaupt da ist? Strauß? Was für ein Strauß redet ihr? Oh, it was a present for our wedding anniversary. Rolly's so romantic. Also, he saves up for the withhousing and happens. He found it in the gutter while doing this round. Yes, yeah, wie romantisch. I forgotten about it until just Eve now had you, darling. Oh, yes. But then was just between us, das ist aber zwischen uns. No talking about it to anyone else, darling. You have to promise. Was ist versprochen? Really? Oh. What was that all about? Constable Beate looked at very obviously troubled during the change. I'm afraid I can't offer any useful insight, Mr. Naruto. I'm quite sure of thing we have to ask Miss Beate about the concrete. Miss Beate, quit your just intentions. I'd like you better details about your testimony, please. Oh, really? I'd love it too. Okay. Aber da werden wir erst im nächsten Part darüber reden. Dementsprechend vielen Dank fürs Einschalten und bis zum nächsten Mal. Auf Wiedersehen.